Okay, welcome to another session on our Solafide system. Now, today we'll explore the various components on the task bar, beginning with the management, to the sales, to the purchases, catalog, inventory, accounting, reports, and administration. So first things first, we'll begin with the management. So the management consists of suppliers, customers, bank and cash, entity units, and customer relations. So this section has to do mostly with third parties relations like the suppliers, the customers, and every other stuff. So first things first, let's begin with that of the supplier. Now, how to create or how to add a supplier to your supplier list. So you tap on add supplier, or you can import. You can also import in case you have a list on Excel or on your machine, like any list you have from any source, you can upload and import to the system. But in case you don't have, you can tap on add supplier. So here now you fill in this basic information, that is your vendor's information, which consists of the supplier's name and registration number, which is optional. Then you go to address information. That has to do with the address line, country, city, and address line 2 is optional. Tax regime is also optional, and state and province, zip code, those are also optional. But if you do have the information, you key it in, but if you don't, it's not really that compulsory. Then the contact information, which is the email, website, and also the phone number, you add it to the customer's information. And also this box down here is also very important for you to tick it, so that it will make your supplier to be active. Yeah, so and will be added to the suppliers list. So once you're done with that, you save, and you can save, or you save and new. Save and new meaning you save this particular supplier's information, and a new sheet will generate that you key in the next supplier's information. So when that's done, you come out, and the next thing we'll discover is that of the customer. Similar to the supplier, you can import customers' information to add it to your customers list, and you can also add directly using the system, which is the same information similar to that of the supplier. Once you fill them in, you save, and also you also need to tap on active to ensure that your customer is active. Then the next thing now is cash and bank. Now this cash and bank area is made up of 3 components, which are cash at hand, cash at local bank, and cash at electronic money, which you commonly know as MOMO, mobile money. So, and if you want to add an account, let's say you want to add a bank account to your cash, you can come here, account name, checking, account type, banking details if it's for a bank. If it's for cash at hand, it's not necessary. And if it's for Momo too, it's not necessary. Then associated account, then you mark active, and then you create. So that's that for that. And we'll add to your account list. Now entity unit. Now this entity unit is a section on the catalog which allows you to keep track of your entity in other locations. Like you may have a particular business which is in Douala, and you have another one which is in, let's say, Yaoundé. So to keep track of that which is in Yaoundé and you're currently in Douala, you use the entity unit list. It will help you keep track. Or in case your business has many branches, you can also do that. So you add the name of that particular branch or product that you want to keep track of, and document prefix. And once you've done that, you tap on the create button, and that's all for that. Then the next item on our management list is customer relation management. Now with this customer relation management, it has to do with your customers, like how you want to relate with them, like your prospects. So that now you have to fill basic information, business details, add contacts, and Normally you have to fill in every other necessary information which is not ticked optional, and once you're done with that, you save, and you can save anew. So with that, we can say that's all as far as the management aspect of the Solafide system is concerned. Now we dive into the aspect of sales. Now this is one of the most crucial and most important and most active aspect of business, since it has to do with goods or services. However, there's a need to convert these goods and services to money through sales. So now on the sales, we have to look at the invoice, receipt, and credit notes. So for invoice, we have credit invoice and cash invoice. Now you can, normally as in businesses, an invoice is a document that maintains a record of a transaction between a buyer and a seller, or it is a list of goods or services provided by one party to another. So to create this, a credit invoice is issued when the customer comes and purchases goods on credit, so you create a credit invoice. But if in case the customer pays in cash, you create a cash invoice. And then you fill in this information, which is the customer's name, invoice date. External reference is optional. And now you come to item. So now your customer wants a particular item. Let's say we have not created our product list yet, so the items cannot be shown here. But once you create a product list, immediately you tap on this, you'll see various items, or immediately you start to type on a particular something that reflects to a particular item on your product list, it will pop in. So since you have not created a product list yet, no item for now. And also quantity. Here depends on the number of quantities a particular customer wants to purchase from your organization. And here unit price, taxes, in case any taxes will be levied on that particular product, and discounts in case a discount is being charged on a particular product. Like in case a customer purchases, let's say 10 units of a particular product, the customer is allowed to get, let's say, a 1% discount, 2% discount. That you are to fill it here, and from there, after filling all of this, the total amount is going to display here automatically without you having to punch or calculate anything using your head. And once you're done with that, if you want to add an invoice note, like on a particular information concerning the customer, anything, you can do that here. Then if you want to attach a file, like when you want to, any file you want to attach, let's say like the logo, you can do that here. But from our beginning video on entity creation, we spoke on how to create we spoke on where to add a company's logo that is going to display on every other document, like the receipts or any other thing which you need to print out as far as the organization is concerned. So once you're done with that, you can save and save and edit, or you can save and print. Next thing, we move to the receipt. Now once an invoice is issued, a cash invoice to be precise, you will have to print out a receipt. Now let's see how to add a receipt or create a receipt. So now you will have to fill in the receipt date and invoice number. Then paid to, this is now the organization, like our current organization we are using for this, which is Hope Enterprise, and amount received, payment amount. At times customers may pay half, and the remaining half will be on credit, so that's why amount received and payment amount. And also if you want to add a name, any note to the receipt, you do that here. And then after, you can save and save and edit, then save and print. Then after, you come now to, once you're done with that, therefore means you're done with your receipt, and so your receipt will be created. So the next thing, we'll go to the credit note. Okay, now for the credit note, also known as credit memo, this is issued to indicate a return of fund in the event of an invoice error or incorrect damage of a product. So similar to that of an invoice, you have to key in the same informations, and you save and you create. You save and edit, or you can save and print. So that is that for our management and sales. So stay tuned for the next video, which will explain on the purchases, catalog, inventory, accounting, report and administration. All right, so thank you.